I'm in one of my favorite places, the Owens greenhouse, where some of the students from here are going to be gathering together to head south to Auburn for major landscape competition. It's the Planet Student Career Days over in Auburn. They're going to be representing Northwest Ohio, trying to bring some awards back to us. And a veteran of that event happens to be Jennifer right here. Jennifer, thank you for joining us this morning. What are you doing right here, and then how does this result with the competition that you guys are going to be heading to, or the other students here will be heading to?
This is actually a bubble diagram for a design. I did the design competition the last 2 years. First year came in 7th, last year came in 23rd. But, you know, you fall, you get back up. But I'm basically drawing a concept of what I want to do, and then I'm going to try to do a design for you guys today.
And this is just a small part of what you do. It's a 5-day competition that 15 students from Owens are going down there, and there's a whole bunch of other activities that they're doing, and they've got some pretty hard competition down there, don't they?
Yes, a lot of competition. There's awesome schools, and you get to meet everybody, and they're really great.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to be coming back. We're going to keep checking in with Jennifer. She's going to be designing something very, 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 very cool. One of the most important things they're going to be doing is learning about sharing their knowledge about the health of plants. And we're going to be talking a little bit about that with Tim. Tim's heading down to Auburn for the Planet Student Career Day. And tell me some of the stuff that we've got set up here and some of the stuff that you're going to have to know.
Well, here we got some scale here on the evergreen tree here. You see that? That's pretty damaging there.
So it's these little tiny white bumps that are on evergreen trees.
Can you see that there?
Yeah.
Yes, and that causes needles fall off, which eventually can lead to twig and stick dieback.
I mean, that came right off right there, and that's just a mess. You don't want to see that on your trees. And one of the most damaging things I've seen, at least on this table, is this branch right here. Tell me a little bit about this guy.
It's a canker here on a peach tree, okay, and it's really not detrimental to the tree. It won't kill it, but wounds like that leave great openings for insects to get in there that can really damage your tree and cause more damage. So if you see something like that, your best bet is to go back and just prune it off.
And there's plenty of stuff that you might not see. We've got a little root system here. Show me a little bit about this.
This is what they call crown gall, and it got its name because it's basically underground at the crown of the plant. But here's an example of it above ground. And this won't actually kill the tree right away, but it can lead to death eventually over time. So.
And we have a big example right here. We got little holes circled on this branch. Tell me a little bit about this.
Yeah, this is from a white birch. And this hole right here is the reason why white birches don't last around here. It's from an exit hole from a white birch borer, a bronze birch borer, I'm sorry. And it just...
And this is the damage it does right here on the inside of the tree.
Yes, as it burrows out, it kind of looks like what everybody's seen when they emerald ash borers, you know, that does the same kind of damage to the tree.
So you guys are heading down to Auburn, and you're going to have to know all of this stuff. They're just going to test you on it? That's how it works?
They're going to have samples out like this, pictures of it, of the diseases and the insects, and they're like, you got to ID that while we're in our competition.
Well, Tim, you seem really knowledgeable. Best of luck to you and to all the other Owens Community College students that are heading down representing Northwest Ohio. Do you remember Jennifer with her design, her landscaping design? We're going to check in with her in a little bit. They're going to be doing some amazing things over the 5 days that Owens Community College students are going to be heading down to Auburn. Get an idea of what these students have in store for them. We're here with our resident plant expert, Matt Ross. Thanks for joining us today.
Hey, glad to be here.
Tell me a little bit about what they're going to be doing down there.
We have 28 competitive events that the students will be competing in against about 70 to 80 schools from across the nation, and even some of our friends up in Canada.
And so a lot of these things you're going to get your hands dirty, you're going to get right into there, but we have an example here where you're actually not doing that.
Yeah, we have some of those events where you are going to get dirty, especially the landscape install, which is always a favorite. We also have some design events, estimating events, some business-related events where we actually have students do things like sales presentations, and then we'll actually go through and do some really fun, exciting things.
And one of the awesome things that they do is they actually build and create stuff like this wooden box you have.
Yeah, one of our favorite events is the wood construction. It's always a favorite amongst the fans that we have at the events. And they actually create something that you could use in your own home landscape. So it's a team of two that work together, reading a plan and making something brand new on site.
So you guys, it's got to be some pretty hefty competition when you're going down there, right?
Oh yeah, it's the top students from horticulture from across the entire nation. So you're dealing with students from Michigan State, Ohio State, BYU, and other really good schools.
But Owens tends to hold their own, right?
Oh, we hold our own. We're in the Sweet 16, we like to say, and we're third amongst two-year schools heading into this competition.
Well, there you go. You get everybody, Owens Community College, they're your bracket busters for the landscaping festivities that will be happening down in Auburn. There's a story up at northwestohio.com if you want more details to it. We had Jennifer start off with her landscaping design at the 5 o'clock hour. She's been working on it right now. We've kind of rushed you because you actually don't have the hour and 55 minutes that they allow during the competition to do this. But let's take a little look at what you did for us.
Okay. On top here is the bubble diagram. That's just kind of getting your concepts down of what you want to do and kind of how you want to organize the design.
And then this comes off, and then, wow. Look how beautiful that is. Tell me a little bit about what you got going on.
Got some shade trees, kind of to give a little height. Ornamental trees here for focal points. The purple is flowering ground cover, and then we got some shrubs and flowering shrubs around just to kind of give a good flow to the yard. A
beautiful backyard for anybody out there. One of the many competitions that they have there. Now, Matt Ross, you guys had a little special. We've been teasing this check for $1,000 here. Last year, how did you guys win this check?
We won this because we're the most spirited group of students and faculty members in all of the nation in horticulture.
Oh, the most spirited, and you won this with a special chant, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah. And if you don't mind, Joe, we'd love to have you help us out.
All right, guys, here we go. Here comes the Owens Express choo-choo rah chant. Here we go, guys. Choo-choo.
Rah!
Choo-choo.
Rah!
Choo-choo.
Rah!
Go Owens, right?
Is that it? You got it.
There we go. I got it. There we go. Choo-choo rah to all the Owens that are heading down to Auburn, Georgia for that 5-day landscaping horticulture event down there. Best of luck to all of them. I'm sure they're going to go down there and bring back the gold, or maybe in this case, bring back the green. Abby and John, back to you.
Yes, yes. Nice job, Joe.